Summer 2026 has no business being this loaded. We've got a big 3 finale, the isekai that started it all coming back, Gyo-Ani doing steampunk, Science Saru on 2 different projects, and a manhwa adaptation that's about to start a war in every comment section. These are my top 10 most anticipated anime of summer 2026, and yeah, I'm already exhausted just thinking about it. Kyoto Animation making a new project is by itself an event, right? After everything the studio's been through, every new production feels like a statement, and Sparks of Tomorrow is a big one. Set in an alternate early 1900s Kyoto, where steam power dominated and electricity never took off, the show follows a grieving inventor and a young woman from a sake brewery chasing a lost catalogue of electrical dreams. The art direction channels impressionist paintings, which is such a wildly ambitious aesthetic choice for a TV anime that had to rewatch the trailer 3 times. This isn't Kyo-Ani playing it safe with another high school romance. It's steampunk, it's historical, and it's streaming exclusively on Netflix starting July the 5th. The director is making his debut, but with Gyo-Ani's infrastructure behind him, that almost makes it even more exciting. A genuine creative swing from a studio that's earned our trust 100 times over.
お前は何があっても新しい時代を作り出せるやつなんだから。新しい電気の時代。
Okay, I'll be honest, when Cleaver Test dropped last summer, I almost scrolled right past it. A demon king raising a baby. I mean, it sounded like another gimmick isekai trying to coast on a weird premise, but it proved me wrong in the first episode.
地獄か。
俺らは魔術でてっぺん取りに来たんだ。
また何か捕らえてきたのかい。今度のは長生きすると思うよ。
The first season earned every ounce of goodwill by doing something unexpected. It took that absurd setup and played it completely straight. Cleaver Test isn't charming because he's secretly a softie. He's this ancient, terrifying creature genuinely trying to understand humanity through a child he has no reason to care about. Season 2 is shifting to a magic academy setting, which could go either way, but the returning staff at Lay Juice gives me confidence they won't abandon what made Season 1 work. With new characters entering the fold and deeper lore around the false hero legend, this feels less like a sequel and more like the story finally finding its real shape. If I had to bet on one anime this year to sweep awards season and get completely ignored by casual viewers, then this one's gotta be it.
ダメだ。何を教えても笑ってばかりで学ぶ気がないんだ。
逃げなきゃ。家に帰るんだもん。勉強は嫌。知らないところに来るわよ。
君は今何が起こっているかもまるでわからないでいる。でも勉強して賢くなればどんなに困ったことが起きたって何をすれば一番いいのかわかるんだ。
Jadugar, a witch in Mongolia, has already been selected for official competition at Annecy, the biggest animation festival in the world, and it hasn't even aired yet. Science Saru is producing it, with some of the staff from Dandadan returning, and that lineup alone is obscene, isn't it? The story follows Sitara, a Persian girl sold into slavery in the 13th century who uses knowledge and cunning to survive within the Mongol Empire. It's a historical drama in the vein of Vinland Saga, but told through the eyes of a woman navigating an empire that wasn't built for her. The manga is phenomenal, and the trailer suggests the anime will look like nothing else airing this summer. This is the one I'm personally most worried people will sleep on.
奴隷だろうと誰だろうと知恵を求めることはイスラム教徒の務め。
あらゆる知恵と出会いたい。真理を探して。
There's a running joke that Grand Blue is an anime about diving where nobody actually dives, and honestly, that sells the show better than any synopsis could.
ではこれより山本慎一郎の童貞問題について議論する。
今度の舞台は常夏の楽園パラオ。
After waiting 7 years for season 2 and then watching it deliver like it never left, the fact that season 3 got announced immediately after the finale tells you everything about how hard this landed. This time, the boys are heading to Palau, meaning the drinking and the catastrophically bad decision making are going international. I genuinely can't think of another comedy anime that makes me laugh this consistently without relying on the same 3 punchlines. Their friendship is one of the most unhinged double acts in anime, and I'm not ready for whatever tropical chaos they're about to inflict on an unsuspecting island nation. July cannot come fast enough.
グランブルシーズン3よくも俺にこんな仕打ちを大柄大勢
Look, I know what you're thinking. Isn't this just solo leveling again?
チャンスをやろう。できるものなら真の王座についてみろ。
俺は過去に戻ってきたってことか。こいつはな、こうやって使うんだよ。このままムザムザと犬死にしてたまるか。
And I get it. Both are Korean power fantasies with similar art from the same manhwa studio, and they even share that RPG system aesthetic, but Tomb Raider King has something solo leveling doesn't, a protagonist who already knows everything. Seo Joo-hyun isn't grinding his way up from rock bottom through sheer willpower without a cheat sheet. He's been sent back 15 years with full knowledge of how every relic, every tomb, and every betrayal plays out. The appeal isn't watching him struggle here, it's watching him dismantle the people who once crushed him piece by calculated piece. That revenge through intelligence angle makes this more thriller than power trip. Studio Eek is relatively unproven, which is the one wild card here, but the trailers have looked sharp. I mean, I'm cautiously in on this one.
君は私に勝つことはできない。さてどうする？トーク2を2026年。
If you found something to watch this summer, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more anime content. If not, well, here go another 5 more. Here's a story that deserves to be told properly. Black Torch ran in Jump Square back in 2016 and it got cancelled after just 5 volumes. Not because it was bad, because it never found its audience at the right time. Almost a decade later, it's getting a full anime adaptation and the manga creator himself said he's more surprised than anyone. The premise is clean here, okay? Jiro, a ninja-descended teenager who can talk to animals, fuses with a Mononoke cat and gets pulled into a secret war against Japanese spirits. Now, sounds like a lot of shonen setups, doesn't it? Sure, but the character dynamics hit differently here. There's a genuine warmth to how Jiro relates to the supernatural world that keeps this from being just another battle series. With Yutaka Yamada, the composer behind Vinland Saga and Tokyo Ghoul, handling the score, the atmosphere alone could carry this. Quietly, it's one of my most exciting picks this summer.
てめえはただ思いっきり
諸君は今や抗うか死ぬかを自由に選べるのである。ようこそ前線へ。戦争の時間だ。
9 years, okay? It's been 9 years since season 1, and if you count the movie, we've still been waiting since 2019 for the next chapter of this unhinged little war criminal story. And somehow, the hype hasn't cooled even slightly. There's something magnetic about Tanya Degorichav, an atheist salaryman reborn as a child soldier in a fantasy world war, picking fights with God himself while climbing the military ranks through sheer spite and tactical brilliance. Aoi Yuki's performance remains one of the most demanding villain protagonist roles in modern anime, and knowing she's back instantly raises the stakes. Season 2 is expected to bring in the Mary Seo confrontation, which light novel readers have been waiting years to see animated. The devil of the rhyme was never gone, she was just waiting. I'll say what everyone's thinking. This franchise has been through the ringer. Between SAC 2045's divisive CG, the Scarlett Johansson movie, and years of diminishing returns, Ghost in the Shell has spent the last decade feeling more like a brand than a story. So when I tell you that Science Saru, the Dandadan studio, is doing a faithful manga adaptation with a neon-soaked 90s aesthetic and Fuchikomas instead of Tachikomas, you'll understand why I'm suddenly paying attention again, right? The director worked on Scott Pilgrim Takes Off and Dandadan, the music team includes a Japan Academy Prize winner, and the whole thing radiates an energy I haven't even felt from this franchise since standalone Complex. Streaming on Prime Video in July, if Saru can do for Motoko what they did for Dandadan's visual identity, this could genuinely restore one of anime's most important names. Whatever you think about Mushoku Tensei's protagonist, and believe me, the discourse never stops, there's no denying what Studio Bind has built here. This is a studio that was literally founded to adapt one story, and 3 seasons in, that commitment shows in every frame. Season 3 kicks off the young man arc, and the headline is Eris's return. She vanished after one of the most emotionally devastating scenes in Season 1, left Rudius spiraling through an entire second season of depression, and now she's back as a Sword King. Light novel readers talk about this reunion the way people talk about milestone moments in long-running manga. It's that significant. July 5th premiere, Crunchyroll confirmed. The gap between seasons was longer than usual, but Bind has made it clear they'd rather take time than compromise. I respect that more than I can say.
もっと強くならなくちゃ。エリスはあれと肩を並べようとしているの。魔術師がルーデウスはすごいんだから。
There was a time when Bleach felt like the forgotten member of the Big Three. Naruto got its ending, One Piece kept sailing, and Bleach, well, Bleach just stopped, with a final arc that fans spent years calling rushed and unfinished. Then 1000-Year Blood War happened, and Studio Pierrot decided to treat this adaptation like an apology letter written in Sakuga. Three courses deep, and each one topped the last. The Calamity is the final stretch, the showdown with Yuha, the last stand of the Gote 13, and Tite Kubo has confirmed there'll be even more anime original content than before, which means the ending that the manga couldn't fully deliver might finally get the space it deserves. I grew up with this series. Watching it end properly, with this level of care, with this animation, it really does mean something. This isn't just the most anticipated anime of the summer. For a lot of us, it's a goodbye 20 years in the making.
話は終わりだ。楽しかったぞ。さあ、戦おうか一号。
And that's the list. Let me know in the comments which one you're looking forward to the most, and if your pick wasn't on this list, then drop it down there because I guarantee I probably did miss something. Like and subscribe if you want more seasonal breakdowns, and I'll see you soon.